All right, so first off, we'll just jump into the kiosk to see how the face unlock works. One, there you go. So that's all through voice recognition and facial recognition, and that's all clocked in. Next thing is the app in here. So I'm logged in as a different user, which is why it's not showing me as I'm on shift, but I'll show you what it's like to start a shift. So start unscheduled shift. If I am scheduled, it would already prompt me on what area of work that I would be in, but I'll just select front of house for now. Because I'm a system administrator, I'm allowed to do this, and I haven't got any geofencing, which is why it's going to allow me to submit. So that's made me go ahead and start my shift. I can also see what's on today, and that's for managers that had the app. The employees wouldn't see this part, but you can go ahead and click view team, and you can see who's sort of running late, who's on shift, any timesheets that need approval, any unsubmitted timesheets. Everything's quite interactive. So if you click into, say, for example, Edison there, and say Eddie's phone's run out of battery and you need to start his shift for him, you can go ahead and start his shift for him straight from here. You can click start shift, which is what is going there. You can go ahead and message him straight away, straight on to the app through a newsfeed post. Apologies. You can also set him a task and also contact him directly through SMS, email, or a phone call. You can see any of Eddie's upcoming shifts there, and if you needed to change any details, you can do. You can also go ahead and find a replacement for any shifts, similar to what you've got on the desktop app. So you can go ahead and select all employees and send that out to try and find somebody to cover that shift. Now, if I go back here, we can also see any timesheets that Eddie has submitted, and you can actually add a timesheet ad hoc for him if you like, or you can go ahead on one that he's actually in progress in at the moment, and you can go ahead and finish that for him and approve, or you can leave it in progress. You can see any leave that he's applied for, which he doesn't have in there, any unavailability he submitted. If he doesn't have unavailability on his profile and you want to add someone on his behalf, you can go ahead and do that too. So let's just put it on Friday and repeat, say, every 2 weeks on a Friday, and it might end on, say, end of term, 30th. It will prompt you if you've got any errors there, so you can actually see that he's scheduled for a shift there. So I won't pop this through, which just sort of prompts the manager to find a replacement for that shift prior to adding this unavailability in. So go ahead and click cancel there. You can also see any journals. This is a light HRIS sort of feature here where you can log how somebody's been on shift and tag it as either positive or negative and report on that. An employee will never be able to see their own journal as well. You can go ahead and edit Eddie's profile as well. That's his contact details, but I'll just pop back into all locations. So that was all driven from just going into the today view over here. You've also got a section of approval. So if you've got any leave requests that need approval, so you can see here, I've got one for myself. You can go ahead and specify the leave type. You can specify the different hours to allocate to each day, and you've got the different options there, depending on whether you want select from their standard hours that you've got set up in the background, or whether you want to drive the hours based on what was scheduled. And you can go ahead and approve right here, which I won't do. You can see any of your upcoming shifts. So this is an employee feature. You can request time off yourself as well. That's an employee feature. And you can also view some tasks that you can assign. You can view the newsfeed here as we saw on the the desktop app. And I can go ahead and confirm anything. I believe that one may have been deleted. And you can post any comments as well. You can jump onto the schedule as well, similar view to what you saw as what's happening today. However, you can flick through the different dates for the different days. You can also see a full calendar view. So I just click that calendar view up there and I can see a week at a time. Should I want to make any changes, I can do. So you can see down here, if I wanted to change Rani's shifts, for example, I click into this and change the start time. I actually need them to come in a bit earlier and update that. Once you make any changes as well, you can see that there's 5 unpublished shifts. You can go ahead and click publish there. You can say only do for the restaurant manager, front of house, kitchen, or you can do all and go ahead and publish, so you can see that those are all done. Straight from the schedule page, anything that's in the past will be timesheets. So you can actually go in, you can see that there's a bunch of approved timesheets on the left, but you can see that there are some pending ones. So I'll go into Lyndon's timesheet here. We can see they've submitted time 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m., but the scheduled time was 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. So that's why it probably didn't go through auto approval. And you can go ahead and either approve that 11 a.m. or say, actually, no, I can validate that they were definitely in and just didn't clock in on time. You can view any history of the timesheet, any changes. This one actually doesn't have any changes, so it's blank. And you can go ahead and click approve there. That's generally the functionality that you'd be getting from the majority of things that the manager would be doing on a day-to-day. You can go into your own personal timesheets as well as an employee and view whether they're pending or approved. So the tick meaning they're approved and no tick meaning it's not. And you as an employee will also be able to see the history of your timesheet should there be any changes that were made on it. People is just going to show you your employee list, and you can drill into each employee and see their particular upcoming shifts, timesheets, leave, like I showed earlier. Let me know if there's anything that you would like further clarification on. I'd be happy to resend a video or go through that particular piece. Oh, one last piece. If you do run multiple locations, you do have a location selector on the top left where you would be able to either view all at the same time or just a select view. Thanks very much.